broke it, they would admit it. Did somebody admit it? Did you break it?
No, I didn't break it.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live at noon. We are trying to catch our breath from the Sacramento show we just got back from. Here. Oh, I like the comments on Facebook better. I know you guys aren't really prepared for us to be so timely, except for at this point, we're like, let's just get it over with. So today we're going to be demoing how to put together the cloth books. That seems to be what everybody's interested in today. Good morning, Lynn. Thank you, Carolyn. Hi, Kathleen and Judy. Okay, so we had a fabulous show in Roseville, Sacramento. It was actually Roseville, so I don't know why we keep calling it Sacramento, except for that I guess they think that if you're not from Roseville, you won't know where Roseville's from. But Roseville's actually a really pretty big town. But we did get some fun new stuff in. If you came to the show, it was great to see you guys. It was great to have dinner with a few of you. Apparently now it's a tradition. So now every Thursday of a show, we're doing dinner, supposedly, apparently. So we'll see how that goes. Because sometimes shows are a lot of work. I know in Ontario, I'll be teaching on Thursday night. So we might have to do a different night or maybe just meet for drinks or something. Because sometimes when you get too big of a group, it gets kind of overwhelming. Although we did great. We did Chinese takeout and Christy went and got it for us. Thank you, Christy. And then we came back to the hotel and then Vicki from Workman's out in Fallon, she made us fabulous cucumber margaritas. So we had a really fun time. It was super busy. A lot of the vendors said it was their best show ever. It was a good show. I won't say it was my best show because it wasn't, but it was very good. Hi Diana. Hi Mo. Look at Mo. I have your mug. Here's your mug. Wild Wednesday Live. If you girls need one of these, Raylene only has. Well, she sent me home with 6. So if you need a Wild Wednesday Live mug, they're $10 and I can put them in your baskets. Okay, let's see. Hi, Rochelle. Welcome. If you're new to watching us, it's kind of crazy and we're kind of like squirrels with shiny objects. So we sometimes get off track. So you just have to bear with us. Oh my gosh, Peggy Cato, you should not be telling me that. Actually see if they have anything good that we need to bring in here. I'm always looking for good tools and gadgets for you girls because I'm not a gadget person. So you guys have to tell me what's great. And Peggy, if you find something that's great, let me know. I'll order it and then you can come up and demo it. Or you can demo it from your house, Peggy, because we can do a split screen with this program. Hi, Shirley. It's great to see you. Oh, good. Kathleen says she's starting on some of these books now. So it's perfect timing. Good, because they're super, super easy. If you need gifts, if you're going to visit grandkids for Thanksgiving, these books, you can like literally whip them out within 45 minutes, start to finish. I know, Carolyn, you did set a precedent. I will never be able to have a Thursday night to myself again. I have one for you, Judy. Okay. Hi, Ann Lindemeyer. Ann, thank you so much for stepping up. Thursday at the show was super, super busy. And Christy was running the cash register. It was her first day ever working. So she was overwhelmed. And the booth was packed. You couldn't even get in the booth. So on Tuesday, Ann Lindemeyer came in and helped restock and clean up and answer questions. So super big thank you, Ann, for that, even if you can't spell. Okay, do you by chance have the Holiday Gnome Diamond Art? Yes, Mo, I think I have two Christmas gnomes. One has 3, I'll get them for you, but one has 3 gnomes and one has 1 Santa gnome. And then I have an Americana red, white, and blue gnome. Okay, so Devin, step back a tiny bit. We also got a new gnome panel. So I'm super excited to show this to you, but you know I can't do things simply. So we have it to offer you in 3 different ways, and we'll put it on Friday sale. But if you need it in your basket before Friday, let me know. So this is the gnomes through the holidays. So you have winter, Valentine's, St. Patrick's. Mary Beatty, I hope you're on because I know you love gnomes. But a lot of you bought the quilt rack right here from Penny. Penny's husband, John, made us all a bunch of quilt racks. And sometimes it's hard to find something small to put on there. But add a couple of borders to these, and then you can change these out every month. So that's a super fun idea if you don't want to leave it all intact. But if you are a purist and don't want to have a cheater panel like this, because I remember back in the day, maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago, panels were horrible. We hated panels. We had to do the applique. None of us cheated. Now life is too short. We all cheat with the panels. But if you're still a purist and you don't want to cheat, we have this new pattern. So these are all, this is the pattern. So it has the pattern to build the house, the little gnome house. And then each month you interchange the different blocks that you've appliqued, or if you don't want to applique them, you can use the panel. So you've got all the different appliques, and then it has this paper that you change. And it started with June because it was supposed to be here in June, but it goes through December of 2022. So the papers you can change and do your calendars on. And then we do have the papers here. So here's the cute little January one. February's got a Valentine's Day. March has St. Patrick's Day, I'm sure. June is a beehive. I don't know. Honestly, girls, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see what it is. But here's like a little old shoe house. April has a watering can, and it says showers bring flowers. And September says hello fall. October says tricks and treats. November says give thanks. So we've got the gnome paper and the gnome pattern, or you can use the cheater one and figure it out yourself. Okay, Devin, any question? Anna Simpson, I'm holding those books for you, so stop by when you're driving past. The one with the 3, the USA, is already in my basket. Okay, perfect, Mo. Okay, Karen. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and read these questions. I'm gonna have to go back and make sure I get everybody's stuff. Kathleen says she's not a big gnome fan, but they're cute. I'm gonna tell you, Kathleen, you're not alone, but you are definitely a minority. Definitely a minority. Gnomes are the hottest thing right now. Kind of like red trucks were the hottest thing last month. Gnomes are the hottest thing this month. Oh, panels are great for backings. That's true. Uh-oh. Rondi says I'm frozen. I pick on Wednesday and started already. Oh, you did? Well, you must have taken a book that was for sale or something. Did you pick one out of the freebie bucket, Anna, or did you just steal one off the show floor? Hey, Sherry. It was super fun going to the show because it's kind of like a family reunion. So when I saw Sherry and Dennis, when it was super busy, we ran into each other in the bathroom. But then it was fun because we also saw each other later when it wasn't so busy. So we got a chance to catch up. So I love seeing you guys. But when it's busy, it's hard to catch up. Like Laura, I barely glanced up, saw her face, and then she was gone. Sorry, Devin's so antsy and moving. I'm surprised you guys aren't CSEC yet. It looks like somebody who won't fess up broke the tripod while I was in Sacramento. Okay, perfect. Judy says we're not frozen there. So Rondi, it might be your connection. Oh my gosh, Sherry's almost done with the gnomes she got this weekend at the show. Wow, you have nothing better to do, Sherry? No, I know. Sometimes you just want something mindless. Okay, back up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the book. And on all the book panels, it does have directions. One thing you're really, really going to want to pay attention to is the page numbers. So I'm going to show you, this is one that I did, thankfully, because I just sewed them together. And then about 5 minutes before this video, I thought, oh, shoot, I hope I did the right numbers. And if I didn't do the right numbers, I might have left it. I'm just going to say. But I did do the right numbers. Thank goodness. Luckily, somebody's watching out for me every once in a while. So here is, let's see. I'm not sure which page is which. Okay, here's page 1, Gnome for the Holidays. And then you open it up. Here's page 2 is Be Mine, I think. And then here are some pages. So you're going to want to cut, and it says what pages to match up. So make sure you pay attention to that. But you're going to, and the first person that says they want a gnome book is going to get free batting, because I just cut an extra one while I was cutting mine. So if you want a gnome book, the first person to type it in will get the free batting. So that goes to you. So you're going to cut the batting the exact size of your book panel. So here is one that I have already sewn around. If your batting shifts a little bit, you don't even care. As long as you get it caught in there. So I've already, I don't know if you can see, I tried to use a darker thread so you could see that I've already sewn, and I sewed a 1/4 inch here. And then I'm just going to clip my corners so that they're not too bulky. And I will tell you that I wanted to cry. I have a bag that just stays with like the coffee maker all ready to go for the show. And it has cleaning detergent in it. And somehow my favorite pair of scissors ended up in the bottom of the bucket, and the cleaning detergent leaked. So I now have a rusty pair of my favorite Karen K. Buckley scissors. But Vicki from Workman says she thinks I can oil them. See how rusty they are? It's so sad. I wanted to cry. Or buy a new pair of scissors. I don't know. So you're going to want to pin it so it doesn't shift around. And then once you clip the corners and kind of just do a visual, make sure you've caught all the edges in case you aren't sewing too straight. And then you're going to pull. So what I did is I put the wrong side and the right side and the right side, and then batting. So I'm going to pull this, and I'll show you one that I don't want you to make a mistake on. But then you just kind of push out at the corners and pull it through. So I'm just going to work my fingers into the corner here and then push it through. And then, so if you've got like 7-year-old kids that are having little brothers and sisters, these are great for them to make for them if you help them. So I'm going to push my corners through just like this. And then just hold tight. I'm going to show you what not to do in a second. So once I've got it turned inside out, I'm going to just take, this is part of my turning tool kit. I'm going to just take that and push the corners out, kind of run this along the side. And then I always iron them to make sure that they get flat. So I'm going to take it over here and I'm going to iron it. Oh, Kathleen, Devin is special. He'd rather spend time with his mom than go to school. Although I hear school's not too good right now. We've got one of Devin's best friends got in a fight, so he's been expelled already. It's just kind of weird. I think the whole universe is off its axis. So I'd rather him be here and be safe. Hey, Robert. It's always exciting when my brother has nothing better to do than tune in to learn how to make a fabric book. Oh, Kathleen says she believes vinegar will take off the rust. Okay, I'm going to try it. Ann Lindenmeyer, I know I could just go in my bins and get a new pair of scissors, but then I wouldn't be able to get a new pair of shoes. And you know, my mom always said you can have anything you want, but you can't have everything you want. So you got to decide what's really important. But I will have to have another pair of scissors because I use those day in and day out. Okay, so once you iron it, it's going to be pretty flat. And then to close up where you turned it, you're just going to turn it in about 1/4 of an inch, and then you can pin it right there, and you can either top stitch it with your sewing machine from here to here, or you can, I personally think it looks nicer if you take a needle and thread and do an invisible stitch, not like a whip stitch, but like kind of like an applique stitch so that you can't see it. So it looks just like the machine stitching. So that's that. So I'm gonna show you when you're putting them together, you do not want to put them in the wrong order, okay? So, and I've got the crinkle paper. So usually I put the crinkle paper on the outside. I only put it on one page. Well, it's technically it's 2 pages. I only put one sheet of this in because I'm cheap and I don't want to waste it. You get 1 yard in a package. So, see how fun it is? I don't want that on every page. So you want to make sure that when you're layering your batting and the numbers, so see here I've got 5 and 6. Here I've got 5 and 6, and I've got, let's see, 7 and 4. So if you go back to my directions, hopefully I have not read it wrong. So I've got placed pages 7 and 4 to pages 5 and 6 with right sides together. So I'm going to put my right sides together like this. And you're going to want to make sure that you do not place your batting in between or your crinkly paper in between. Because if you do that, when you turn it inside out, your crinkle will be on the outside and you want your crinkle on the inside. So I'm going to place this. I think that the batting will be less slippery than my crinkle paper. I haven't done a scientific study, so I'm not sure. But I'm going to just, for my own sake, layer the batting and then the crinkle. And then I'm going to layer one side of the book. And then I'm going to take the other page and I'm going to put it, the 2 right sides together. So when I turn it inside out, it will be right. Okay. So always double check yourself. You're going to cry if you have to rip it out. And double check your page numbers, even though I didn't do that. Because if you don't, I have had to rip them out before because I've sewn the wrong pages to the wrong pages. So I'm just going to pin it. And that is, Kathleen, do you have any questions on how to do your book? The directions really are fairly clear. So don't throw away the directions until you're done doing the book. And then the book cover is slightly larger. So see how this here, Gnome for the Holidays, is the cover. And then this one's going to go inside of here. So see how there's like a 1/2 inch difference in the sizes so that when you fold it over, the cover is bigger than the insides. And then I'm just going to take this here and I'm going to stitch down the center of it to hold it together. Sometimes it's really thick and hard to sew down the center. So sometimes I'll sew it from this side and I'll use like a ribbon or something just to give it a decorative look. Okay, so that's the tips and tricks and tutorial for today. And then somebody wanted to know, just because somebody wanted to know, we had this book on the Friday sale a lot, I don't know, last week. We are doing a Friday sale. So join us on Friday at noon. I have no idea what it's going to be because we haven't even unpacked yet. But I'm sure it'll be something fabulous. But this says jump into wool applique. So somebody said that they didn't think they could use regular cotton fabrics for the appliques. But if you're not familiar with applique, you can use any fabric. Basically what it is, this is giving you tips and tricks on how to work with wool. But the patterns, all of these patterns you can use with cotton. Any applique pattern you can use with any kind of fabric. So if you use a real sheer fabric, you might have to stabilize it with an interfacing, but any fabrics you can use for any applique. So just because it says wool applique doesn't mean you can't use other fibers. So just wanted to clear that up, but didn't want anything out there crazy. Yes, a ladder stitch was the word I was looking for, Rondi. So a ladder stitch is what you're going to want to use so that when you pull it tight, because the ladder stitch, you go in on one side, you go directly across, and then in the seam, you take you move forward and directly across, and then in your seam, you go up and then directly across. So when you pull it tight, it totally gets absorbed into the seed. Okay, all right, Robert. What do you need? What you need a book? You need a fabric book, Robert. The crinkle stuff was super in demand too. I know, Christy, but I just found, thank goodness, because I was ordering it. I was just ordering the crinkle stuff. I've got like a list going for, because we have a pop-up shop next Tuesday, and then we go right to Phoenix. So I'm trying to unpack and reorder at the same time. But luckily, I just found a whole pile of crinkle stuff that we should have taken with us to Sacramento because we would have sold it. Let's see. The book is $14, Linda. The book is $14. The crinkle stuff is really very, very popular. It's kind of crazy, but they love that noise and stuff. Okay, perfect. All right, so if you girls have any questions on that, the books are super simple, super quick. And then we don't really have, I have one little giveaway because I found it when I'm trying to long arm and get unpacked at the same time. So I have one giveaway. If whoever wants it can type in that they want it. I'm going to give you the code word to type in just a second. I'm trying to give you guys all time to see if you really want it. I have two of them. Oh, this one's kind of cool. Okay, I have two of these. So if you want the kind of the plasticky banner, well, there's like a scorpion, so it might be like the signs. I don't know. But if you want this plasticky banner, you could just type in plasticky banner. And if you want this one is like a Chinese banner. So if you want a Chinese or a Japanese banner, just type in if you want that. It's super long. So it'd be fun to decorate with. So if anybody wants those, just type in that you want them. And then I think that's all we have because we have to, oh, hey, Mary Vitti, I'm glad to see you. How come you're on YouTube today and not Facebook? Oh, Dorothy's pretty smart. She said the crinkle stuff is great for homemade cat toys. And wait, my grandson, could you put one in my box, please? And I can also see the little gnomes in the background. What little gnomes in the background? Linda. Oh, I think that. Okay, Linda, you were the first that wants the book, so you get the batting for the book too. Who else wanted it? Oh, Devin says I missed somebody.
Sherry.
Oh, Sherry. Okay, Linda and Sherry, I'll go cut a second one so you both get it. Okay, is this what you're looking for, Linda? So if you join late, this is a panel that just came in. This is gnome for the holidays. So it's all
the one that you made.
What one did I make?
The book, huh?
The book? This book? Is it Linda? Who's?
Linda said the one that you made.
The book, I guess. Okay. Anyway, so I'll figure it out. Okay, so this panel would look super cute for a lot of you who bought Penny's racks, and we do still have a few of them left. So if you want the racks by Penny's husband, John, let us know and we'll put them in your basket. And then this is a new pattern. If you don't want the panel and you want to do all the applique with scraps from your collection, or we do have all the bolts to do these. The calendar, you change the paper each month with the interchangeable little quilt. And then here is what the paper for the calendar looks like. But I'll show you guys this again on Friday. So join us on Wednesday. I'll be interviewing Yasmina will be on. I think Amy from Uniquely Crafts and Connie Spurlock. And Connie, you never know what she's going to demo, but I'm sure it's going to be something fabulous, either paper piecing or probably paper piecing or some fast new way of doing applique or something. Connie always has something new to show you. And then I'm almost finished. I know you guys love banners. Karen put this together while I was gone. So I just have to embellish it with trims. But look we got a cute little kitty cat banner for you to hang around. So we got that in the works. And that basically is it because nobody's answering the phone. All right, let me see if I got any. Oh, Amy's birthday is Wednesday. Okay, you girls, we'll have to sing happy birthday to her. Yes, Anna, I have tons of books. The gnome panel is $13.49 and the book is $15. But probably on Friday sale it'll be $13 and $14. Okay. Thanks. Can you add the clear crinkle for the book? Yes. The one. Okay. And then did you see? Yes, Peggy. I'm gonna go back. There's so many comments. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna reread it tonight when I'm not busy. So I'll make sure I get everything into your basket. So don't order it again on Friday. Well, if you do, I'll double check with you because maybe you want to. All right. Anything else, girls, before we go? Because we still are. Okay, so come look at I don't think we've ever been this unpacked, but Devin didn't really do anything but sit and watch me. He pulled everything out of the van yesterday, but then he didn't want to unpack it because he didn't really want to be working on Sunday. So all I have left, look at just a few bins left that need to be unpacked, but we have a ton of all the samples need to be hung up. And then look at every bin of fabric. This was stuffed with fabric. Every bin has to be recut because there's nothing left. You guys bought it all when we were in Roseville. So we are very thankful for that. And any comments, Devin? Okay. All right. So we will see you guys on Wednesday at 2. Make sure you like Wild Wednesday Live on Facebook and push the button so you get notification for when we go live. But it'll be Wednesday at 2. And then Friday at noon, we will have a sale and we'll have tons of giveaways because we're already putting numbers on stuff. So tons of giveaways. You never know what you're going to want. All right. See you on Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day. Do something creative.